What's poppin'? It's your boy Chove. We are back with another Crystal of Atlan banger. This is the beginner's guide. I'm gonna be showing you guys basically, tips and tricks and just kind of, giving my viewpoint of, what I would do if I was just beginning the game. How would I start? What character would I choose? What do I do if I want to get to the end game as fast as possible? I think that's the question that I'm pretty much gonna answer. You'll be surprised. This beginner's guide is gonna be very, very, very quick. This game is very easy, so hey, let's hop to it. All right, so what I did was I just dipped into another server, right? I don't have no characters on no other server except LE9. So this is what the beginning of the game looks like. This is what it's gonna be if you were just starting out.
All right, time to leave these ruins.
All right, and the first thing it does, and it's gonna let you try out each character, see what you like.
Of course, it was easy. Until I ran into this little snag.
Okay, this is all tutorial stuff. If you don't want to do it, click this button right here, and then this lets you skip the beginner dungeon, right? But if you've never tried, if you've never played this, definitely go through the beginner dungeon and get a gauge for what you like, okay? Which character should you choose? Now, how I would answer this is choose whatever aesthetically you like the most. And what I mean by aesthetically is, for example, me, I like swordsman. So I was already attracted to the swordsman class, right? So when you're choosing your swordsman, this is what your initial character is, right? And then your swordsman can upgrade its class either to Magic Blade or Berserker. So these two classes kind of show you what your character is gonna look like after you have updated your class. So these are really important to look at when it comes to choosing your character. And every single class has upgraded classes for you to look at. So if you like guns, right, and you want to, choose the Musketeer class, well, here you can see what bounty hunters do. Best believe I chose the bounty hunter. I like bounty hunters. Gunner class, this one's OP in PvP. That class is so OP. And then the Mistress. This one just came out. This is a brand new class. I like it. I like it. I do have one. She's my second strongest character. She's pretty cool. Then you have the Magician or the Magister, sorry, who can either be Elementist. Elementist is a cool class. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's the Warlock. The Warlock's kind of cool because it has this like demon form that you can transform into. There it is. Damn. Then it has the Magician. This is like a trickster class, you know what I mean? A really cool class. Then you have the Scythe Guards, or the Puppeteer, sorry. The two classes are either the Scythe Guard or the Blade Maiden. Scythe Guard is probably the only, as of right now, the only supporter class in the entire game. So choose this class if you want to heal, buff up your characters, mitigate damage for your team, things like that. This is a great class. And then you have the Blade Maiden. Now this class is sick. This class, unless you attack with your Blade Maiden and yourself, man, I chose Scythe Guard, but I think I'm switching to Blade Maiden. This class is so cool. Does a shit ton of damage. By the way, every class is capable of doing a crazy amount of damage, right? That's just, how much you put into your character, how much you get to know your character. So it's like, there's no advantage as far as damage output. If some characters deal more damage than the next, it's a little bit, but it won't affect you from like clearing getting to level 60 faster or in-game content, nothing like that. So that's good. And then finally, you have fighter class. She rocks fist weapons either with the Cloud Strider, which is the one I chose. I like the idea of switching between water and fire element. It was really cool. Then the Starbreaker. This class is absolutely OP in PvP. If you want a class that is OP in PvP, Starbreaker. She's absolutely busted. Yep. And so that's pretty much it. As far as choosing your class, I'm gonna choose, let's go with Starbreaker. Now you don't choose Starbreaker now, right? I don't know why I went ahead and chose that, but like you start as a fighter and then you can choose which class once you get to level 15.
Look, that's Lumiville up ahead.
All right, so you get to Lumiville.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna spoil the story. I'm gonna skip a lot of the story stuff. So you have these quests, right? Now what you wanna do, if you wanna just blast to level 60, right? Is you wanna follow your storyline quests, which starts here, right? So you're able to talk to this person. I'm just gonna skip all this. I'm gonna go to this person, which is next on the storyline. This is where you can enter your name. My name is Buddha Bubba. Buddha Bubba. Skip this. I'm now level 2. I can now do the gameplay and equip gear. My name is Buddha Bubba.
The mission takes priority.
All right. When she tries to show you something, follow her. She'll show you how to do something very fast as far as equipping gears, equipping circuits, equipping insignias, equipping pets, pretty much anything like that. This is your loading screen. So this is where you're gonna find the gear that you have. This is the gear that you have equipped. And then of course, circuits unlock at a later level, outfits, things like that. If you wanna go to your inventory, it's on the bottom left right here. And this one allows you to open up your inventory. Let me tell you that when I first started playing this game, I did not know that for a while. So there you go. Click right here. This is your kind of like your main menu where you can go to gear. You'll have other selections here once you level up some more, get some progression. Make sure you get your free stuff. I love free stuff. Ooh, free gold? What? Heck yeah. And then just keep going through the main storyline. So the main storyline is going to take you through all these quests. So Valley Ruins, Under District, Wonderland, Colossal Woods, Chrome Military Factory. You want to do all this stuff as fast. Well, if you're trying to get to level 60 as fast as possible, then you want to get through as much of this every day as you can. Unfortunately, the game goes through an energy system, so you only have 120 energy to spend. So every time you go on a quest, it spends energy. I'll click this right here. It spends energy. So this one, 3,000 XP, and it costs 5 energy. So now when I complete this, 5 energy is gone, and I only have 125 remaining.
Bring it on.
I'm just gonna complete this right quick. Get to know your character. Basic attack is just spamming your attack button. Mine is square on my controller, right? Your skills do a lot more damage. So R2, right? It's a skill. Hold L2, R1. Or circle. You can like create combos and stuff. You can attack while you're in the air. Oh yeah. And all characters are capable of mollywopping enemies just like that, right? Like it's crazy. And then here you can just continue on to the next dungeon. And then this will use another 5 energy, right? So now I'm at 115 going down to 110. Tokri Captain. Yes, sir.
adventure. Try entering the resonance state.
So what she just taught me how to do, she taught me how to activate resonance, which is that holding down the L3 button. What that does is it makes me, it gives me like super armor. So I make sure that my skills land, and then it also gives me a little bit more attack. And now she's giving me my finisher, which all your characters are gonna have them. Finishers are OP.
Completing battles and missions gets you stronger gear. Don't forget to swap it out.
All right, and she says swap out the gear. So let me see. Every time you clear a dungeon, you should check to make sure that there's nothing you can equip. Now we're level 4. Sweet. Every time there's this little green arrow up, that typically means that the piece of gear is stronger than what you have on. I don't have a helmet on, so go figure. We just equip that there, and every time we equip something, power goes up. That's how you pretty much know that what you're doing is correct. All right, and then that's pretty much it. You're gonna have other quests that'll pop up, like cooking and crafting and PvP and other dungeons and stuff. If it's your first playthrough, by all means, have fun, right? But if you want to get to the end game as quickly as possible, which what I did was I made sure I cleared everything on my first character, right? I made sure I literally enjoyed the game for what it was. I didn't watch guides, right? I didn't, you know, it didn't really need to, because the game is streamlined to, you know, you could follow the main quest line and kind of do what you got to do. And then all the stuff on the side, it's just to improve your character even more. Learning how to cook. You can make foods that will boost your character for dungeons and stuff. Learning how to craft. You can craft a lot of stuff that you need to enhance your character, or permits to go to certain dungeons, things like that. And so definitely get everything done, but main story quests is going to take you through the game faster. I would recommend utilizing all your energy for the story quests to not slow down your progression. I think that's the key, right? Once you utilize all 120 of your energy, you're done. There's nothing more that you can do. Luckily, utilizing all this energy, it takes a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to spend, you know, 4 or 5 hours on this game, like right off the bat. It only takes like, I don't know, an hour or two just to utilize all the energy. That's of course depending on how much side stuff you're doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, my main goal in making these videos and making these guides is just because I think this game is awesome. This game is sick. I want more people to play it. I want more people not to be intimidated by it. It's a free game. It is a gacha game, but you don't need to pull for anything in order to get through the entire game. You can literally get through the entire game, start to finish, without spending a dime in the gacha. So you don't see the gacha because I haven't leveled up enough on this character. But yeah, man, it's a really great game, something for you to enjoy, something that you could spend 30 minutes to an hour daily, just doing your thing and progressing your character. And then of course, you'll spend more time as you get more invested into the character. And then hopefully we have like a shit ton of people on. That's the goal here. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick beginner's guide, how to start, what to do, what to look forward to. These little lines will take you to the next quest. So follow this line. As long as you're tracking the story quest, then you'll follow the line, and then it'll take you exactly where you need to go. But right click this person is already taking me to the next story dungeon, right? And so as you continue to the story, you got to go talk to other people. Please enjoy the story. The story is really good for what it is. So please enjoy the story. Don't just skip it like I am. I definitely went through the story the first time around and enjoyed it. But yeah, the game is fantastic. If you have any questions, please let me know. I try to make this as short and simple as possible. Basically just explaining, you know, what the characters do and, you know, what to look forward to once you get into the game. And that's pretty much it. I think that's all the beginner's guide needs to be in this game. I don't need to show you how to enhance your character or anything about circuits or anything, because you don't need none of that to get through the actual game. To get to level 60, you don't need none of that. All you got to do is equip gear as you get it, and that's it. And just keep going and enjoy the story for what it is. Nothing is too hard. Nothing is too hard for you to complete. All right. So like I said, please leave your questions in the comments. Anything that you guys want me to cover in future videos. Give it a like and subscribe if you feel like you've learned anything, or if you feel like if you just enjoyed the video. That's it for me. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe. Head over to Twitch, follow Chovio6, where I do stream 3 or 4 times a week. See you there.